Tonight, we report on a man being shot near Moses Lake on Friday and what triggered a chase through Ephrata and Soap Lake. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The opening of the high school spring sports season got underway this weekend. Stick around to see how local teams performed. Let's take a look at our Weather Center forecast.
And coming up here in the weather department, we're watching a little bit of a cooling trend towards the middle and latter portion of the work week, but then a nice warm up as we start the weekend. Maybe a few sprinkles on Wednesday.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
An argument ended with a man shot in the abdomen at a home north of Moses Lake late Friday night. Grant County Sheriff's deputies and Moses Lake Police responded to a report of a shooting at a residence in the 4000 block of Airway Drive Northeast. Officers found the victim on the floor of the home and the suspected shooter still at the scene. According to the Sheriff's Office, the victim was taken to Samaritan Hospital before being transferred to Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane. The Sheriff's Office stated no arrests have yet been made. Both the victim and the shooting suspect's names have not been released pending further investigation. At this time, deputies do not believe this was a gang-related shooting. A partially built commercial structure was destroyed Friday afternoon by high wind gusts off Soap Lake. No one was hurt in the collapse. Building owner Greg Babbitt was across the street when the structure fell on the construction site at the corner of Daisy Street and 2nd Avenue Northeast. He said he was pretty upset about the structure collapsing after working on it for nearly 7 months. Soap Lake Fire Chief Brandon Hood asked him to raise the building remains for public safety, and he agreed. The 3,600 square foot building was intended to be leased to small retailers, but no leases had been secured. It was the latest commercial building being erected in Soap Lake. It was 2 weeks away from getting a paved parking lot and front windows. A search for Juan Silva's twin brother reportedly triggered a police chase through Ephrata and Soap Lake. Silva, a 21-year-old man, is facing charges in Grant County Superior Court of attempting to elude police and obstructing a law enforcement officer. Juan and Alfredo Silva have been charged in several crimes during the past few years, including an assault on 2 Ephrata police officers in 2012. Police were searching for Alfredo Silva in relation to a robbery at the Ephrata Walmart. Alfredo Silva is accused of shoplifting and threatening the assistant manager when he tried to stop him. When police thought they were stopping Alfredo Silva, it was his brother Juan driving a blue Ford Explorer. He led police on a chase through Soap Lake and back to Ephrata with speeds reaching 100 miles per hour. The chase ended when Silva reportedly hit a concrete retaining wall in the 200 block of 6th Avenue. Juan Silva reportedly pushed a 21-year-old Soap Lake woman out of the Explorer and left a male passenger in the back seat as he ran on foot from the scene. An officer reportedly shot Silva with a taser and took him into custody. After 7 flashbang grenades and a full house of tear gas, police found their suspect hiding in a clothes dryer after a standoff. The Grant County Sheriff's Office gang unit and the Moses Lake Tactical Response Team spent hours outside a home in the Harvest Manor Estates trailer park on Airway Drive early Friday morning. Deputies attempted to arrest Sergio Herrera Giron, a 23-year-old Moses Lake man, at his mother's home on a warrant for failure to appear on charges of delivering drugs. Giron reportedly hid in the home for several hours as officers negotiated and later threw 7 flashbang grenades inside and filled the mobile home with tear gas. Giron was allegedly hiding inside a clothes dryer and refused to comply with officers. He was shot with a rubber round to take him into custody. Giron was treated by an ambulance for a hand injury outside the home before being booked into the Grant County Jail. Now let's take a look at people with warrants issued by the State Department of Corrections.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.
DQ $5 lunch. I'm really into it. One thing I can't decide. Is it chicken strips, fries, and a drink with a free sundae? Or do you get a sundae with free chicken strips, fries, and a drink? Trick question. Both answers are correct.
Exactly, Sam. It's Fananomics. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. The $5 lunch, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Good food, cold beer, and plenty of entertainment. That's what Sporty Steakhouse is all about. Open 6 a.m. every day. We offer over 100 reasonably priced menu items with 24 different ice-cold beers on tap and a wide variety of spirits. Come in with your favorite group, watch the game on our big screen TV, shoot pool, play shuffleboard, and more. We have live music and DJs, so find us on Facebook for upcoming events. Located on East Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake. Sporty Steakhouse, where good friends meet.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFIBER Channel 1 News Weather, and our forecast, of course, brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota Dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Well, really going to be somewhat of a boring week here in the weather department. We're not looking for too much changes, but there is going to be a slight change as we slide through the middle portion of the work week. Other than a little cold breeze tonight, we're seeing temperatures near average, but slightly below average, possibly by, say, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then after that, another system approaches towards the tail end of the weekend. But things are really pretty quiet for the most part. Speaking of quiet, it was a windy day today, 53 the extreme for the high and 41 the low. A little bit above normal for the overnight low. This trace of precipitation, by the way, was last evening between 7 and 11 o'clock last night. Also, similar little sprinkle activity that moved through the Moses Lake area about the same time. 56 and 40 the extremes for this Monday, St. Patrick's Day. Hope you got out and enjoyed the nice day. And as we settle into the evening hours on this holiday, we're looking at a nice setting sun, 50 degrees. The winds, though, still pretty strong from the west-northwest, 24 miles per hour. And we'll look for a lot of clouds to our west for the next 24 hours. And eventually a little moisture tries to come across the Cascades. Let me show you what I'm talking about. First off, from this evening into the morning hours, looking very, very nice. The winds should start to settle on down overnight tonight. Here comes the little moisture I'm talking about that might give us a sprinkle on Wednesday. A lot of it gets squeezed out to the mountains to our west, but you see some still could possibly move across during the Wednesday afternoon time frame. But then after that, again, we settle into a very, very nice quiet pattern. So specifically for the state, west of the Cascades, upper 40s, lower 50s, and Puget Sound area, we're looking for Olympia around 54 degrees. And in the inland northwest, a little cooler, but still not too bad in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. And zooming in here in the Columbia Basin, again, temperatures just about where they should be this time of the year, lower to mid 50s. The wind's still a little gusty, but not as much as it was on this Monday for your Tuesday afternoon. Quick look at the 7-day forecast. And again, we are looking for some subtle cooling trend as we slide into Thursday, Friday, into Saturday morning. See temperatures at or below freezing all three of those mornings. And not showing up here really, you can just barely see a little sprinkle activity that I threw in here. That's really the only item of concern for any precipitation, but we need it. It wouldn't be anything bad to have a little passing shower, but all in all, temperatures near or above freezing for most days of the work week. Again, keep it here. Sports is coming up next.
We need something for the three of us.
Well, we have an amazing selection of safe and reliable cars and trucks. And if you hurry during our sales event, we still have some great deals.
Wow, thanks, Jan.
Yeah, thanks, Jan.
You're welcome. We can set up a test drive.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2014 Prius, or get $750 bonus cash. Plus, you'll get Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Enjoy your drive home.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. The Moses Lake High School softball team was blown out 9-1 by University in the team's season home opener at Larson Field Saturday. The Chiefs starter, Peyton Reese, didn't last long in the circle as she was yanked in the first inning after giving up 4 runs without recording an out. Marty Skinner, the team's number 2 pitcher, came on in relief and got Moses Lake out of a jam with runners on first and second with no outs. Skinner got the first batter she faced to hit into a 4-3 double play and then struck out the next hitter to end the inning. But it was all downhill after that. The Chiefs did load the bases a couple times during the game, but were unable to come up with timely hits to get back in it. The lone bright spot for the Chiefs was Tressa Radich, who went 3 for 4 with a home run. Moses Lake hosts Lewis and Clark at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Moses Lake boys soccer took one on the chin in a 5-4 non-league shootout loss to Ellensburg at home Saturday. The Chiefs jumped up top 1-0 on a goal by Andrew Cameron off an assist by Johnny Cortez 4 minutes into the match. Adrian Vasquez made it 2-0 off an assist by Ren Riley at the 26-minute mark. Moses Lake pushed its lead to 3-1 at the 41st minute of action on Vasquez's second score of the game. The Bulldogs hit back-to-back goals to level the game 3-3 and then took their first lead of the contest with 4 minutes left in regulation play. Cameron tied the match 4-4 at the 78th minute, and Moses Lake held on to send the game to a shootout. The Chiefs connected on 8 kicks, but Ellensburg found the back of the net 9 times to come away with an exciting 5-4 non-league win. Moses Lake is back on the pitch Saturday at Lions Field for a match with Gonzaga Prep. Wharton baseball split a twin bill at home with Cle-Elum Roslyn Saturday to open the 2014 season. The first game of the afternoon was all Warriors, with the visitors lighting up the scoreboard with 22 runs off of 21 hits to cruise to a lopsided 22-3 win. But the Cougars bounced back to take the nightcap 9-6 on the strength of 10 strikeouts from pitcher Jerry Reyes. T.J. Kistler was 3 for 3 at the plate and scored 3 of the 6 runs for Wharton. The Cougars are back on the diamond Thursday for 2 games at LaSalle. The Ephrata Tigers baseball team played an unwilling host to Granite Falls in the season opener for both squads. Ephrata hitters were swinging hot bats and pitchers were throwing strikes in a 10-0 non-league shutout win over the Tigers at home Saturday. The game was scoreless through 3 innings of play. Ephrata's Dylan Durr came up with a key bases-loaded single to ignite a 5-run fourth. Ephrata added 4 runs in the 5th and 1 in the 6th to take the lopsided contest. Zach Wolf went 2 for 3 at the plate to lead the way for Ephrata. The Tigers open Central Washington Athletic Conference play with a doubleheader at home this Saturday against the Sela Vikings. The first pitch is scheduled for 11 a.m. The Moses Lake Chiefs baseball team split games in the opening season jamboree in the Tri-Cities Saturday. Moses Lake dropped the first contest 3-1 to Walla Walla. The Chiefs made good in Game 2, edging Southridge 2-1. Moses Lake batters pounded out 9 hits over 6 total innings of play. The Chiefs are back on the diamond Tuesday for a home game with Mount Spokane at 4 p.m. Big Bend baseball took a twin bill from Thompsons River Friday, beating the Wolfpack 13-5 in Game 1 and 11-2 in Game 2. The Vikings pounded out 33 hits in the 2 contests and were led by Dylan Signorelli, who tore the cover off the ball, going 7 for 9 at the dish with 7 RBI. The wins moved Big Bend to 5-1 in non-league play. The Vikings are back on the diamond for a 3-game home series with Olympic College beginning March 21st. The Seattle Seahawks and kicker Steven Hauschka have agreed to terms on a new multi-year contract after the best season of his career. The team confirmed the agreement Monday. Terms of the contract were not released. NFL.com reported it's a 3-year deal worth up to $9 million. Hauska was a standout last season for the Seahawks. He missed only 2 field goals during the regular season, one of which was blocked. He made 33 of 35 kicks overall, was perfect from beyond 50 yards, and made all of his extra point attempts. Hauska also improved his kickoffs with a career-high 48 touchbacks. He was a perfect 8 of 8 on field goal attempts in the postseason. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Doc, your run clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners. Some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the war in the Oasis and the people having a lot of fun doing it. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Noble lords and ladies watched knights in armor battle in the field Saturday at Ephrata's Oasis Park. More than 100 members of the Northwest and Western Canada chapter of the Society of Creative Anachronism came to Ephrata. There they shared a love of recreating the crafts, arts, and experience of the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Sarah Erdahl, spokeswoman for the chapter, who is known as Julia Sempronia, Magistra of the Order of the Laurel, said the society has for many years come to Ephrata.
This event is really, speaking of ancient, quite old for the SCA. One of my friends mentioned it's been going on for over 25 years, maybe closer to 28 years. So there's been a group in Ephrata for a long time, and this event is quite an old one.
Erdahl explained how the Society of Creative Anachronism started.
And it was born out of a backyard birthday party on the 1st of May, 1966. And the name came about because they had so much fun that they kept on doing it, and one day when they had to take out a permit for a local park, one of the waggish people came up with the name. An anachronism, of course, is something that's out of its normal time and place. The society tends to focus most on the European Middle Ages. Obviously, in this garb, I fall a little bit outside that timeline. My particular interests are the late Roman Empire.
Participants at Saturday's event are just everyday people, according to Erdahl.
You will see a very broad cross-section of people. Some are television producers, some people are engineers, some people are garbage collectors. It really is a very broad attraction to a number of people who are united by love of history and obviously are fond of dressing up.
Much of the period costumes, jewelry, and armor are handmade by society members.
People generally make their own patterns, but it can be either hand sewn, some are even hand woven, and some are machine made. The only thing that we ask for is that people adopt some sort of attempt at a medieval costume.
A lot of the event focused on martial activities.
This event, which is the first outdoor war reenactment of our season, is almost solely focused on arts martial, archery, rapier combat, and a term that we call heavy combat.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at morefurniture.net.
Let's go back to where better ingredients, better pizza first began.
Road trip. Wow, 1984.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate 30 years of Papa John's. Get a large one-topping pizza for just 30 cents when you buy any large pizza at regular menu price.
30-cent pizza. Now that's pretty cool.
This is what's cool.
No, that's just wrong. Stick to better ingredients.
Better pizza?
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Please.
Ephrata celebrated St. Patrick's Day this weekend in good fashion, with lots of beer and with new and old friends. Reporter Vivian Huang has the story.
The sidewalks of Ephrata were filled with beer enthusiasts on Saturday for a second annual pub crawl.
Oh, I love the experience. It's just a good time for all people who are Irish to get together and drink.
That's right.
Organizer Mark Wonke said the inspiration came from a t-shirt his son brought home from Chicago, as well as an idea from a health awareness meeting.
And I told him, I says, you know, it would really be fun if we could get people to walk. It's a different version than the regular ho-hum, walking, running, jogging, whatever. And so I said, you know, let's try this. This is our second year, and we've had a lot of fun. And it's mostly to encourage people to come to Ephrata. And if they live here in Ephrata, we found out that we had a lot of people that would go from point A, being home, to work, and then they would go back home again. And we've had some businesses that people would come in and they would say, are you a new business? And this one particular business person would say, no, I've been here for 30-some years.
The pub crawl brought nearly 100 participants out to enjoy some drinks and great food. A few people even went home with prizes from a raffle.
I think that the pub crawl is a huge positive impact on the community. Number one, because it gets people out. Thank goodness it's nice out. Number two, it lets people who've come in here tonight and said, oh my gosh, we didn't know you were open. Wow, this is really interesting. We're going to come back. But it's great because it builds up that revenue for the community. It brings people in. I mean, we've got a lot of people involved in this, a lot of participants, and people need to get out. They need to get out, and because it's been winter. So for the community realm of this is that it's great for revenue, it's great for people to get together, it's great for people to come out and see the new businesses that are here, and it's just great to get out and get some fresh air.
Small businesses need community support, and we really appreciate the community coming and visiting today.
Jeanette Johnson of Wendy's Steakhouse and Tavern and Wendy's regular Jeff Korth said they think the pub crawl has a promising future.
Yes, they drink and crawl and don't drink and drive.
Yeah. It's growing. This is the second year, and it's getting bigger every year. And if we continue, then it's really going to make a big effect.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
Thank you, Vivian. And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.